To move means to go, or to pass to another place in a certain direction with a continuous motion.
It is determined by the will to move. We all have this inside, no matter what we look like on the outside.
Strength of character, drive, dedication, and staying power are also not based on the body. They originate in the mind.
And in the heart, they all determine an athlete's potential, ability, and ultimate attainment of the goal. It doesn't matter what an athlete looks like. All that matters is what he or she puts his or her mind to.
And the mind can do anything. It is limitless, and therefore so is the world.
At the Paralympic Committee, we have several programs that we do interventions with. At the school, we have the Paralympic School Day program. At the community level, we have the Community Multi-Sport program, where we do swimming, table tennis, and athletics. At the institution level as well, we do a motor skill development program. We also have the Paralympic Potential program, where we try to identify athletes in the communities. The goal of these programs is really to get children with various impairments active in sport, and to use sport as a career path and also as a way to develop themselves into all-round persons or individuals. A participant pathway where you can come in at the community level, engaging in sport, and reach to the high performance level where you can represent Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad and Tobago!
It was with a sense of pride and deep emotion that we returned to the Paralympic Games after 24 years. It marks the determination and courage that we have had to bring our athletes to the Games and to represent Trinidad and Tobago and to see our flag raise. The development of the Paralympic movement in Trinidad and Tobago is centered around four main values that we try to impart on the public at large. It is embodied by the words of courage, determination, inspiration, and equality. It is also driven by our motto, which is changing minds, changing lives through sport, recreation, and rehabilitation. And all our programs in these three areas are centered around that. The core objective of the Paralympic program, potential program, is to identify future Paralympians. We take the program on the road to all corners of Trinidad and Tobago, where we will be having an exhibition of the Paralympic sports, and at the end of the exhibition we will have a sports day where persons will be invited to come and try out the different type of Paralympic sports.
Our main focus really is to get more persons involved in sport. We have an entire category of sports that we can look at in terms of working with the national sporting organization or national governing bodies who control the sports. We will work with them closely in order to develop the sport so that it will be open and we can really adhere to the national policy on sport, which is sport for all.
Many of us citizens don't really know that our first appearance at the Paralympic Games was in 1984 in New York, where we carried 4 athletes, and we won 3 gold and 1 bronze. The gold was in javelin and discus, and the bronze in swimming.
Rio 2016 is going to be big. That's why we are at this point really looking and scoping out athletes or potential athletes, because we want to have a good representation in Brazil. It's right next door, and we really need to take a full strength team to Brazil because we are going for gold.
Thank you.